So the children don't want to go to school. They don't like what's on the plate. But when the rapper raps, the babies hear every word they say and can call it back like we used to recite poetry in the 6th grade from white writers. Abu Ben Adam, may his tribe increase. You remember that? These young people, they're smart enough at 3 and 4 to call a rap back perfectly, but they don't want to remember their lessons. Do you know why? If I took a picture of everybody here on the front row and developed it quickly and asked you to look at the picture, who would you look for first? Who? Who? I would think so. It's so natural to want to see yourself in the picture. Now I go to school. Who do I see? Dick and Jane and Spot. And the only thing that resembles me in that picture is the spot that's on Spot. I'm quite upset because I can't find myself. But there's a yearning in the youth today to know themselves. They're not anti-education. They're curious because that's the human condition, to want to know, but to want to know about me before I know about somebody else. I'm not a white man. I'm a black man, so why don't I know something about me? You say, well, what difference does that make? That's the difference between your condition and the suffering of our people, is that you've never grown up knowing who you are and learning how to love the way God created you. Now I'm going to take you down memory lane to show you why in 300 years we have not been able to unite. The whites that are in this audience, the Hispanic brothers or Latino or Mexican brothers and sisters that are here, have you wondered to yourself quietly, what's wrong with these black people? I mean, it seemed quite natural that you would want to ask somebody the question, have you noticed that these black people don't produce nothing? Chinese making a good living in our community. Koreans making a good living in our community. Arabs making a good living in our community. But you're not making a good living in your community. Now, when the Korean brother comes in and says, hey, you want hair? I have extension for you. want nails? I fix you up. Beauty supply, controlled by somebody else, but in your neighborhood. I'm not saying they shouldn't be here. I'm not saying drive them out. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, it's difficult for somebody to respect you if you are not in the business of life. And the business of life is business. And everybody that is alive mentally is involved in business, creating goods and services and the needs of their own community.